Hello and welcome to the Evercade Retreat. Gene Jake here with a quick update. Blaze have released a new firmware update for the Evercade devices. Well, the EXP and the VS, and the Rs obviously. I believe the alpha update will be coming at a later point. This update removes Midnight Resistance as highlight of the month and gives you a new highlight of the month, which is Zool from the Gremlin Collection Volume 1. I suppose it's appropriate given that the Gremlin Collection 2 was recently announced. Zool was largely the headliner of that collection. Although it's definitely not my favourite game on that cart, I'm not a fan of Zool. I was thinking I would do a playthrough for each highlight of the month. Right now I'm thinking maybe I won't do one for Zool. We shall see. I don't really feel like playing through it again anytime soon. As you can see from the gameplay footage I recorded here, I really couldn't be bothered to play it properly. It was just, let's just blast through it and die. Whatever, that'll do for some footage. I'm not a fan of this game. But that is just my opinion. I know it's many people's favourite game from the collection. So if you haven't got the collection, give it a try. See if you can have some fun with it. You may well just completely disagree with me. Blaze have released a video about the highlight of the month, which I guess they'll be doing every month, which goes in depth into a bit of the stuff about Gremlin, their past and the creation of the game. And it also has a number of cheats in there and how to input them, so that might be worth considering. I'll try and remember to put a link in the description below in case you can't find the Evercade YouTube channel, but it's easy enough to find and you've probably watched that before watching this video. Or maybe you're not watching this video, and why am I even saying this? Because you would never know if you're not watching this video. Hey, it's a short update. I've got to pad it out with some nonsense. Anyway, the other part of the update is some game fixes, one of which is Broken Sword from the Broken Sword collection. They have sorted out the animation speed somewhat. When I first started playing it, I loaded up my save file and the animation speed was definitely better, although the game did seem more stuttery. However, when I started a fresh game, it seemed to run a bit more smoothly. I don't know if that's some throwback to it. Looking on the Evercade Discord, they have commented that shouldn't be an issue. So maybe it's just me, maybe it's my system having a funny 5 minutes. Maybe I'm just imagining it. See what you think from the footage. So apparently the issue came from a combination of the emulator and using the NTSC version of the game. Apparently it had the animation speed uncapped, so when it was running too fast. So that effectively they've adjusted the emulator or something. Again, it's not something I know a huge amount about. So it is capped. It seems to work. So, some things will be a throwback to it being a PS1 game with it having to load animations and dialogue from the disc. And so it is a definite improvement over how it was before. That's one of the reasons I haven't played much of it so far, because I was waiting for them to release some kind of a patch or fix for it. So well done, Blaze, at least they're working on it. The other fix is for Ultimate Tennis on the Pico Arcade Collection 1. I did a video about this fault fairly recently. Essentially, you'd load up the game, you'd go to serve, and there'd be no ball. It would act as if there was a ball, but nothing would quite happen, it'd glitch out. Although it worked okay on the Super Pocket, and I assume the original Evercade, because they have different firmware. But the EXP and VS and I assume Alpha had the problem. So my workaround is I'd load it on the Super Pocket, made a save where it's working, then load that save on the EXP or the VS, and it would work as long as I loaded the save and the balls would be present. But if I reset the game, then they'd be gone again. But now it is working absolutely fine, as you can see from this footage. So that's it for today's update. Just a quick one, but again, good to see that Blaze are trying to fix things. That's something I do appreciate. Maybe they'll fix Rally Bike from Turplan Collection 2 next. Or maybe they'll sort out Cybernaut 2 from the C64 3, I think it was. Maybe. Anyway, that's enough for today's video. Like I said, just a quick update and I've padded it out enough. So I'll see you in the next video, which will be dropping later this week.